Welcome back. This podcast explores the wisdom of generosity from ancient to modern. Share it if you enjoy these 5-minute reflections on the beautiful space where generosity occurs. Subscribe today. When the world seems chaotic and discombobulating, where does generosity fit? Is it just for the receiver? I'm reading a quote from Paradox of Generosity by Christian Smith and Hilary Davidson, 2014 edition. The quote begins, "Generosity, thus conceived, is a learned character trait that involves both attitudes and actions, entailing as a virtue both a disposition to give liberally and an actual practice to give liberally. Generosity is not a random idea or haphazard behavior, but rather, in its mature form, at least a basic personal moral orientation to life. Generosity also involves giving to others, not simply anything in abundance, but rather giving those things that are beneficial to others. Generosity always intends to enhance the true well-being of those to whom something is being given. For this reason, we think generosity is ultimately an expression of love, even if, in specific instances, it takes on an appearance of responsibility, justice, duty, or citizenship exercised. What exactly generous people give can vary. Money, possessions, time, attention, aid, encouragement, emotional availability, and more. Furthermore, in a world of moral contrasts, generosity involves not only the good of love expressed, but also many vices and counterproductive emotions rejected, such as selfishness, greed, fear, and meanness. Generosity, to be clear, is not identical to pure altruism, since people can be authentically generous, in part for the reasons that serve their own interests as well as those of others. Indeed, insofar as generosity is a virtue, to practice it for the good of others also necessarily means that doing so achieves benefits for oneself as well." End quote. Generosity is an expression of love, responsibility, justice, duty, and citizenship. It is a rejection of the chaos, selfishness, greed, fear, and meanness that we may see in the world. Real generosity does benefit the donor as well. To minimize this is to reject the expression of love within generosity. So let's reflect on one question this week. How are we continuing to give opportunities for donors to be generous to the missions that we serve, even if they're not related to some of the other world events that are happening at this time? To explore fundraising coaching, visit ServingNonprofits.com. I will see you next week.